Oh my god, time for a private vlog! How the fuck are we doing today, guys? Alright, so this vlog is long overdue because I was away all of, or rather half of last week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Got home late last night, or rather, late Sunday night, but yesterday I had a ton of schoolwork to do, and it kept me up kind of really late and stuff. This weekend, I'm going to be at a Hatebreed concert with some friends. Some of you guys might actually be watching. However, otherwise, yeah, going to be uploading a lot of Hatebreed footage like I normally do at my favorite concerts that I actually go to on my social media pages. Hooray! Otherwise, I'm going to get back into the swing of doing things. Going to be live streaming tonight. Going to be doing some PK footage and stuff. It's going to be awesome. Going to be doing more Hazelmare next solo hunting. Rather, I've never done a next solo before, but I will. And going to be doing a lot of things. And I'm actually really looking forward to, one, starting the series of PKing, and also starting the series of buying stuff, or rather doing solos on RS3 to make my money back. So, this weekend, I'm not going to be able to do a 24-hour live stream. However, next weekend, we definitely will be doing one. The following weekend, March 30th or 31st, we'll definitely be doing a 24-hour live stream as weekend as well. I know I haven't done a 24-hour live stream since my 48-hour live stream. It's been about, like, 2 weeks now and stuff. But there's still 2 weekends left in the month of March, and we will be able to do some 24-hour live stream footage of PKing and stuff. Otherwise, for those of you guys, I'm going to be sending out a whole batch of NightmareRH postcards in the mail. I actually just finished getting a whole bunch of addresses from a lot of people. Instead of making, like, 20 trips back and forth to the post office, I tend to just wait for one large group. So, if you guys have pledged to me, which you guys should, because this is a private vlog, if I haven't added you on Runescape, send me a direct message on Patreon. Also, if you want my Discord info as well, send me a direct Patreon message, and I'll give you my Discord info too. And anything else you guys need, just let me know. I really do appreciate the support, guys. YouTube is being the biggest fucking asshole ever. They're demonetizing videos left and right. They're actually kind of really hunting down a lot of other content creators. Really glad that I've been building up my Twitch audience for the past, like, 3 years, because YouTube is really kind of crappy now. But it's okay. I'll be making these vlogs like I promised you guys, because you guys are on my Patreon page. So, therefore, yes, private vlogs and public vlogs. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about my personal opinion on RuneScape families playing RuneScape. Or rather, like a dad and a son playing RuneScape. Firstly, if you guys haven't watched, please watch my previous private vlog. I know quite a few of you guys have already seen it. But my private vlog, basically I was talking about where I got all my computers that I destroy from. And then my other private vlog is basically about PKing videos also as well. But anyways, besides that, we're actually going to be talking about, like I said, families playing RuneScape, which is actually an interesting thing to really give my 2-cent opinion about. It's not really 2 cents, it's actually pretty much a true known fact. One, RuneScape really is a family-oriented type game. It really is. RuneScape doesn't discriminate against any ages. You could be 13, you could be 40, you could be 60, you could be late 20s, you can be early 20s, you can be a late teenager, you can be a young adult. You can really be whatever. It doesn't really matter what age you are, you can play RuneScape. RuneScape has always been known as a family-oriented game. So when I first started video making back in 2008, I actually had a Ventrilo server. It was a public Ventrilo server. And it got to a point where I just, you know, I couldn't keep it running anymore. Because one, I upgraded the Ventrilo server to 100 slots. And back in 2008, it was a little more expensive. Now Ventrilo servers are fucking nothing, because nobody uses Ventrilo anymore. Everyone's on Discord. But back then, I think I was paying like over 80 bucks a month for 100 user Ventrilo server. It was fucking insane. Not to mention, I wasn't making any money off YouTube back in 2008, 2009. Late 2009, I actually started to make money from YouTube. But a year and a half of doing YouTube, I didn't, you know, I wasn't getting paid. I wasn't a YouTube partner. I did everything for just really, I want to say fun and also building up my audience. I mean, of course, from the start, I wanted to become a YouTube partner. I wanted to make YouTube as a source of income. I never thought I would ever grow my YouTube channel to where it's been and also be able to live off YouTube and Twitch. But on the flip side, yeah, back in 2008, I wasn't making any money from YouTube, and I had this humongous Ventrilo server. Like, on average, there was probably about 90 people on my Ventrilo server. And I had about, I say, 5,000, I had about 5,000 subscribers when I actually stopped my Ventrilo server, just because there was way too many people. Way too many people wanted to come on, way too many people wanted to talk to me, and it was just too overwhelming. So I ended up, you know, closing down my Ventrilo server, only keeping it up for a couple people and stuff. But I remember I actually got this one person coming on my Ventrilo, and he was 14 years old, and then his dad ended up coming on Ventrilo, and his dad was like fucking 50 years old. And at the time, back in 2008, I was 19. Yeah, I just had turned 19, almost turning 20. And there was quite a few people on my Ventrilo server that I knew were, you know, 14, 13. I think the lowest was maybe like, I think actually the lowest was 12. But, you know, I mean, it was a game. Nobody really cared what age you were on the Ventrilo server, because if you went to God Wars, you went to God Wars. You know, everyone was treated equally. But if you really think about it, a 50-something-year-old guy hanging around a server with a bunch of kids, doesn't that kind of really seem like pedophilish in a way? Am I the only one that really thinks that? I don't really think so. There is a special place in hell for pedophiles. There really is. And me personally, I'm a firm believer that liberal bullshit doesn't work on pedophiles. You can't cure a disease. And being a pedophile, it is a fucking disease. The only way to really cure you is to put a bullet in your fucking head. Sending you to a rehabilitation center, that shit doesn't work. You know, making you go to prison and getting ass raped, it doesn't work. There's nothing that we can do for you. You like having sex with children. You're a disgusting human being. You see reality different than, you know, you and I. So therefore, the only way to really cure you is to put a fucking bullet in your brain. And that's pretty much about it. You know, stop wasting my tax dollars on rehabilitation centers that don't work. But then again, that is my personal opinion, and it's proven time and time again, because all the pedophiles that go to jail for their first time, because the first time you do anything, you get a slap on the wrist. You go to jail for like 6 months to a year, and you get to register on a fucking website. And then, out of those people that leave jail, 80% of first known pedophiles recommit a crime. 80%. Obviously, rehabilitation doesn't work. So, I don't know about you guys, but being 56 or being 50, like late 50s in general, and being on a server with a bunch of little kids, that does strike like a different like meaning per se. Now, however, on the flip side, there's plenty of great old people on this game. If you guys know one of my largest, he's in my top 5 largest supporters on Twitch TV, John. He's the number dude, 572, that donates a lot. He donated over $500 on my 48-hour live stream. He's fair. I mean, he's older than me, and he plays RuneScape. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm turning 30 in a couple months. Yes, I'm actually really excited to turn 30. But I'm going to be 30 in a couple fucking months. Obviously, there's people on this game that are below, you know, like 16, 15, 17, 18 that are fans of mine. it's really all about how you present yourself, I think. And if you're professional, then that's good. But if you're unprofessional, that's totally different. Now, on my Ventrilo server, the dad that was on there, he was very professional. He actually helped me out when I went to God Wars for the very first time. Even though I fucking died, but it was still funny. He actually helped me out, and he was actually a cool guy. However, you always gotta think in the back of your mind that someone might not be who they tell you they are, and someone might have bad intentions. And that's a crappy thing about RuneScape, is that it's a very family-oriented type game, but at the same time, you really never know who's behind the character. You know, it could be a 60-year-old perverted fucking guy behind a RuneScape character, but then again, it could be a 60-year-old, really, you know, nice, professional, you know, guy or professional lady and that just enjoys to play video games. So it really works 50-50. My personal opinion about families on RuneScape is that it's all about really how you act. If you act professional, then that's the way that Jagex likes it. But if you act unprofessional, you should be removed. And the majority of the time, or rather, I really haven't seen or heard of any incidences on this game. So, in the past, like, 10 years of being in social media, YouTube and video making, I really haven't heard anything about, like, pedophile type stuff on RuneScape. However, you gotta know that e-dating does fucking happen on this game. And you really never know who's behind the character. So, just like anything out there, people just need to be safe. That's all. But as for families playing this game, I think it's great. I think it's wonderful that a dad could play a game with his son, or vice versa. You know, I think it's wonderful that a mom could play with her daughter on a video game. I think that's great. So, there's a lot of really, really good positive things, but if something bad happens, and that one bad thing is gonna fucking kill every good thing out there, which really, kind of really does suck. But that's really my 2-cent opinion. I know one of you guys asked me that before, talking about RuneScape family type stuff. Oh, no, it was Mr. Mike0874. Mike0874, if you're watching that was you. He wanted to talk about kids playing RuneScape, and also well, he asked me a question. Do I plan on having any kids? Yes, I do plan on being a dad in the future. I would love to be a dad, and I would love to have a family. But not going to rush any things. It has to be planned, and it should be planned. However, if it isn't planned, then I'm a responsible human being, and I'll be a responsible dad. I'm not going to say, let's go to an abortion clinic. I would take care of my child, even if it was unplanned. But, yes, thank you, Mr. Mike, for doing today's vlog topic. Otherwise, guys, let me know in some nasty, dirty little comments how you guys are liking these private vlogs. And keep sending me video ideas on my Patreon page. Just go ahead and send me a direct message of any type of video ideas that I want to see, and I will make them into the next vlog. Next vlog might not be until Sunday, because I'm going to the Hatebreed concert with a few people, and they're flying in Thursday, and they're staying until Sunday. And we're going to be blackout drunk. Otherwise, I will see you guys later. Bye!